Hello and welcome, I am Simon Reacts, and welcome to my spoiler review for Avengers Infinity War. Now, before we start, if you have not seen Avengers Infinity War, what the hell are you doing here? Go out, see Avengers Infinity War, come back, then watch this, because I am literally going to give you everything that happens in this movie. So you have been warned. If you have not seen it, get out of here. So, Avengers Infinity War, it's finally here. It's been 10 years in the making. We've gone through 18 movies to get here, and now we finally get Infinity War. How was it? It was fucking awesome. It was everything I wanted, and so much more. But I tell you one thing I was not prepared for. Fucking hell, the amount of deaths in this thing. My God. I was not prepared for how emotional this made me feel. I literally came out of the theater, and as soon as the movie finished and the lights went up in the house, I was like, shit, nobody's moving. Nobody's talking. Nobody's rustling in the seats. Nobody's even making an attempt to leave the theater. And that's all you heard then was sobbing in the background. I was like, holy shit. I myself did not move from my seat for a good 10 minutes. I really could not process what I have just seen. So, deaths in the movie. This is your final warning, guys. If you do not want to know who dies in Avengers Infinity War, leave now. In 3, 2, 1. There are so many deaths in this movie. Let's break them down. If I miss any, I do apologize because there are so fucking many of them. So first of all, you've got Heimdall. Then you've got Loki. They kill Loki. Thanos kills Loki. I was like, oh man, it's going to be one of them films. Every fucker is going to die. But I was kind of expecting Loki to go out in this one because, you know, he betrayed Thanos. He kept the Tesseract from him. And he literally said, you know, if you keep the Tesseract from me, I'm going to find you. And I'm going to, you know, bathe the starways in your blood, basically. And yeah, he kills him. He straight out, like, grabs him by the neck and strangles the life out of Loki. Now, I know Loki comes back all the time. But there was something about this one that felt final. And even Thanos himself says, you know, no regenerations for you this time. So that's Heimdall and Loki. Now bear in mind, this is the first 10 minutes of the movie. And you've already killed off 2 major characters from the Thor universe. The next one to go is Gamora. Yes, Gamora bites the bullet in this one, and I'm telling you, this scene is heart-wrenching. Basically, Thanos finds out that Gamora knows where the Soul Stone is, and they travel to wherever it is, and guess who's guarding the Soul Stone? Red Skull. Yes, remember Red Skull from the first Avengers movie? Yeah, he is the guardian of the Soul Stone, which when I saw, my mouth hit the floor because we've been wondering what happened to Red Skull ever since that movie, and now we know. So yeah, takes Gamora up this mountain, and Red Skull explains, this is a Soul Stone. In order to retrieve the Soul Stone, you have to give it a soul. You have to sacrifice the one thing that you love. And Gamora starts laughing. He's like, something that you love. You torture, you kill, you destroy worlds. You don't love anything that you've beaten. And then Thanos just turns around and he's got a tear coming from his eyes. And then Gamora's like, really? Tears? But then Red Skull's like, they're not for him. And I was like, oh no. He literally says, I'm sorry for this little one, and grabs Gamora's hand and drags her to the edge of the cliff and literally throws her off the edge of this cliff. And Gamora dies. And as you see Gamora dying, as you see Gamora falling to her death, it focuses on Thanos' face. And you can see the distress on his face for him happened to do this, which means that Thanos feels love. I was like, I don't know how to feel right now. But yeah, Gamora is gone. And Thanos, that scene just made Thanos more human, for lack of a better word. I know he's not human, but it made him more than just, a tyrant, an evil guy, killing people, destroying worlds. He was more than that. I mean, Thanos in this movie is one of the most fleshed out villains that the MCU has ever had. Ever had. I mean, we've seen glimpses of Thanos throughout the years, through the movies and stuff like that. But now Thanos is really coming out to play. And I was surprised how emotionally attached I got to Thanos. So that's Heimdall, Loki, and Gamora. Oh man. Next we have, these are actual deaths, right? And when I say actual deaths, I'll explain that in a minute. So after Gamora, we have Vision. Yes, we all knew Vision was going to die, but we did not know that he was going to die twice. They kill him twice. First off, Scarlet Witch, uses her powers to destroy the Mind Stone, which is in Vision's head. And you can, oh man, that scene is just so gut-wrenchingly emotional. She is literally killing the man she loves to save everybody. And it's killing her inside. You can see it. It is killing Scarlet Witch inside to kill Vision. And of course, she does it and Vision explodes. That is heart-wrenching enough. But then Thanos is like, no, I'm not doing this. Thanos comes up. He's acquired the Time Stone from Doctor Strange. He literally puts his arm out, starts turning back time, and reassembles Vision, only to rip the stone out of his head and kill him again. I was like, oh man, talk about overkill. I mean, poor Scarlet Witch. I mean, literally had to see him die twice. I was like, oh man, oh no, Marvel, why are you doing this? So those are actual deaths. Now when I mean actual deaths, there are so many more people that die in this movie. And it's because Thanos wins in this movie. Marvel, I did not think you would have the balls to do this. He acquires all the stones, and then Thor comes and stabs him in the chest with Stormbreaker, and it's like, oh, okay, Thanos is dead. And he's like, you should have gone for the head. And it just focuses on the Infinity Gauntlet and goes, snaps his fingers. It actually happened. He snapped his fingers and half of humanity was wiped out. And then after that happened, you just see all your favorite Avengers die in front of your eyes. First one to go is Bucky. And then, Bucky, I think it's Falcon. Then it's Black Panther. They killed Black Panther! He's only just had a movie! But yes, Black Panther is gone. I don't know about Shuri, because Shuri was in a bit of a predicament the last time we saw her, and it was kind of left open. Scarlet Witch is gone. Drax, Star-Lord, Mantis, and they killed off Spider-Man. They killed Spider-Man! And that scene where Spider-Man is pleading for his life, and he falls on Tony, and he says, look, I don't want to go, and he starts crying. Oh man, tears were flooding through my face. I'm telling you, that death really got me. Now, I know. Some of these deaths aren't going to be permanent. I mean, I can't see Black Panther being dead. I can't see Spider-Man being dead. All the Guardians are dead, apart from Rocket. Um, but then it ends. It ends with Thanos winning. It ends with Thanos literally watching the sunrise, and he just sits down and he just grins to himself, and that's it. He wins. Doctor Strange is dead. I mean, yes, I knew people were going to die, but I thought, side characters, not main players. I mean, Christ, they killed half of the Avengers. I mean, where do you go from there? And now we have to wait an entire year for Avengers 4, which is really, really going to be a long year. It's going to be a lot. We don't even know the title for Avengers 4 yet. I mean, the Russo brothers have come out and said, look, you are not going to know the title for Avengers 4 for a very long time. This needs to settle in your head, and then we're going to tell you, because this title is going to shock you. Oh, man. Man. I mean, I got some theories of the title. I mean, neither of which are going to be true, probably. But it could either be called Avengers Endgame. I mean, Doctor Strange, he went through time, and he went through scenarios where, all these different scenarios when they fight Thanos, and he goes through millions of them, and there's only one specific time they win. And he gives up the time stone to save Tony. Tony gets his ass handed to him on Titan. He literally gets the shit kicked out of him by Thanos. And then he gets stabbed. So Tony is literally dying. And then, Stephen Strange is like, stop. I will give you the time stone. Just save his life. So what I'm thinking, he is very important into Avengers 4. He needs to survive. Now, we've talked about people dying. Let's talk about people who are still alive. This is a much shorter list. So, still alive, we have got Iron Man, Captain America, which I was really surprised at. I really thought Captain America was going to bite the bullet in this one. But yes, he is still alive. You've got Rocket Raccoon from the Guardians, the only Guardian that is left. You've got everyone from Wakanda, except for Black Panther and maybe Shuri. I think Okoye is still alive. I might be wrong. But yeah, they're still alive. You've got Black Widow. She's still alive. And then, of course, you've got Hawkeye and Ant-Man. And War Machine's still alive. So, out of every single Avenger we've come to know and love, there are not many left. There is not many left. And then, to, add insult to injury, we get a post-credit scene, which is right at the end of the movie. And then you see Nick Fury and Colby Smulders' character. I can't remember her name. They also disappear. And then you see you see real people dissolving into dust as well. So it's not just superheroes, it's everyone around the world. Half of humanity has now been wiped out by Thanos. I mean, where do you go from there? I mean, I know Ant-Man isn't in the movie. Hawkeye isn't in the movie. They said, they are mentioned. They say that, they've made a deal to protect their families and they're out. But my God, this movie, it killed almost everyone. And I tell you, that slip from Mark Ruffalo when he was in an interview? And he said, wait until you see this next one, everyone dies. He was fucking right. He was right. He told us months ago everyone died. And everyone's like, oh yeah, everyone's like, gonna die, blah, blah, blah. He's just blown off steam. And you could tell by Anthony Mackie's face what he had just said was true. And it was fucking true. Everyone dies. Well, not everyone, but mostly everyone dies. I mean, my God. Oh man, I was not prepared for this movie. And like I said, we gotta wait now an entire year for Avengers 4. It's gonna be a long ass year. But saying that, we got Ant-Man and the Wasp to look forward to. You know, and then we've got Captain Marvel and just before Avengers 4. So it's all going to tie in. Speaking of Captain Marvel, I thought she was actually going to be in the movie. She's not, but she's mentioned in... She's not even mentioned. There's a beeper on the floor. And before Nick Fury disappears into dust, he sends a message. And the beeper falls on the floor. And the Captain Marvel symbol comes up. And that's it. That's how it ends. So she's not even mentioned. She's not in the movie. Which is, I think, a missed opportunity. But yeah, that's... oh, this movie hurt me in so many ways. This movie destroyed me. It really did. I was watching it, and I could not believe what I was watching. Oh, God damn, this movie. Anyway, guys, I think, I've pretty much covered everything that happens in the movie. So that would be it for my spoiler review. If you like this video, guys, comment below, subscribe, hit that like button, keep up to date with everything that's going to come out on my channel. And did this movie affect you as much as it affected me? Are you still going through therapy? Man, I could not sleep after seeing this movie. My head was racing with theories on what was going to happen with the next one. But my God, what a movie. What a movie. And now, today, it's been officially announced that Avengers Infinity War has the biggest opening box office of all time. That's in movie history. It's beat Justice League. What Justice League made in 119 days, Avengers Infinity War has made in 3. I mean, the mind boggles. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's made like $630 million in 3 days. Christ alive. But anyway, guys, yeah, that is going to be it for my spoiler review today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, guys, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Oh, wait, before I go, I have to say, the person who stole this movie, Thor, hands down, the best character in this movie. Thor is such a fucking badass when he gets Stormbreaker. And that music, when he appears in the fight of Wakanda, mwah, goosebumps all over my body. And Thor, man, Thor is just a badass. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye.